So we know that Amazon's been building out their own private labels for quite some time now, but do you ever wonder which categories they're getting the most penetration into? I've got that data today, and I'm going to show you 5 categories where they've got maybe some penetration or none penetration. You want to know what they are? I'm also going to make a prediction about where I think it's all headed. Let's jump into it right now. So this begins on the bestsellers list. That's how I'm assessing if Amazon is doing well in a category, right? If they're able to penetrate that bestseller list. I know over time these lists can fluctuate quite a bit, but you get a pretty good indication because I look at these lists all the time to see what's trending up, what's trending down. So let's jump into the one where Amazon has the most penetration. Number 1, electronics. They have 46% of the space in electronics. So here we go, 40, here we go, we've got there, what do we got? The dot, we've got the show, we've got the tablet. The beautiful thing about this for Amazon is these devices normally sell you more stuff on their website. The other thing that they have in this category came through acquisition, which is also Amazon Basics here. You can see outlet plug, all that stuff, right? Brand doesn't really matter for those basics types item. I'm going to just buy it from Amazon because it'll probably be cheaper. Okay, Ring doorbell came through acquisition. So these take up quite a few spots, right? They've been pushing a lot of media behind it. Beautiful listings. Obviously, there are big Prime Day deals on it. Trending really well. Okay, 46%. Next category. What do we have? We have the office category. Amazon Basics. What do we have here? We have pencils. We have cards. We have staples. We have staplers. They're taking up 14% of the Amazon Basics space. You know, these are product, again, the brand doesn't matter. It's a commodity. I just want the product that has the best price with the most reviews. Paper is paper is paper, right? All right, next category. Health and household. 9%, which is very interesting because this is one where they're actually starting to move into more of a CPG, more of a big brand kind of play here, but they are taking up. So they've got obviously the batteries. So that's to know, these 21,000 reviews. So that hasn't happened overnight. But if you start looking down at some of the other things they have here is, batteries. We go down to their brand Presto, which is very interesting. So this is their brand of toilet paper. And this is their paper towels. This paper towels. Yep. All right. So I'm going to click into these so you can see what's going on specifically with these two listings. So this brand is a little bit newer. Presto is sort of their catch-all for their, they have bags over here. They've got all sorts of things falling under this brand. You can see it's been on the market for 257 days. Let's go back. You can see since the beginning it's been a pretty good seller, but really, if we look at it over the last couple months, when this is the sales rank here. So the lower that line gets, the better. You can see it's trending down. Prime Day was obviously big, and they went out of stocks, and they're still on this bestseller list. All right, let's look at that other thing. So they have toilet paper here, Presto. Let's go back. Oh wait, did we just look at this one? They look so similar. Okay, no, it's different. Okay, so 257. So they launched basically the same time. You can see sort of similar trend here. Same kind of lightning deal thing. Okay, so this is trending really well. I would be nervous if I made paper towels. I'd be nervous if I made toilet paper. If you look at these listings, they look just like the other listings, only they're going to probably be cheaper. They're going to be merchandised better. They're going to get ad placement up here. They're going to get suggestions down here because it is Amazon's private label. Okay, let's get out of these two. Next category we're going to is sporting goods, right? So Amazon Basics has 4% of this. Nothing too much to highlight here. They have like their rollers. A roller's a bit of a commodity. I know roller companies probably don't want to hear that, but a straight foam roller is. So 4% here. All right, now the categories where I was a little bit surprised where they don't have as much penetration. Beauty and personal care. So this is going to be like anti-wrinkle stuff, shampoos, conditioners, where we know they're going hard. They actually have 0% penetration. You can see these are still being led by Aveeno, Bay Body, which is a Amazon private label seller, which crushes on Amazon. CeraVe, Crest, Dove, big CPG still winning this. Gillette. Amazon has not penetrated this too heavily. All right, next one. We're going into grocery. 0% as well. So we know that with Wicked Prime. We know with the acquisition of Whole Foods, Select 365. They're going after this category heavily, and they are not penetrating it on the bestsellers list. That's not to say that they're not doing anything, because they are definitely making some waves. So let's click into, let's see if we can find, I have to think that Planters is on here somewhere. I want to see just in real time, there's Planters. Let's see if Amazon's running anything for their Wicked Prime on any of these. So Wicked Prime is their big sort of snack brand. You can see Solimo right here. So here's your storage bags right there. That's Amazon private label. And here it is, nuts, well, this is bars by Amazon when they're advertising nuts. Whoops. But anyway, so they are trying to, use that real estate to promote themselves. see if it's happening on the deluxe mix. Here's Solimo, and here are more bars, but they're actually not by Amazon. Let's take a look at Wicked Prime. Jump over here. So here's Wicked Prime. This is, I mean, look at this one. Look at this listing, right? You don't get listings like that, right? That's for them, and it's beautiful unless you pay for it. Over time, 172 days. So you can see, just because they're not hitting this bestsellers list doesn't mean it's not, you know, doing pretty well. So I'd say over time they're, so 8,000 in grocery, right? They're not top 100, but you can see they are trending in the right direction, and I will probably continue to see that trend. Now, what I wanted to show you, because grocery is near and dear to my heart, if you go to the new release section of Amazon for grocery, you'll see it's a little bit of a different story. So in the new release section, they have 6% of the space. And what does this look like? So they've got K-Cups they're coming out with. They've got, let's keep going down here. Keep going down here. Where was the other? They had a couple other brands in here. A lot of it was coffee. I'm not seeing the other one right now. Anyway, let's take a look at their K-Cups. Hazelnut medium roast. Look at this, Crave Coffee exclusively on Amazon. That's going to be something I want to talk about in a second. So you can see over time, let's see, this is just 77 days. It hits the ground running. It gets premium placements. I'm surprised this listing doesn't have that beautiful imagery like we saw with, you know, with Wickedly Prime. The bullets, come on, like the bullet, like Amazon, like you know, play the game, like you can do that right there. Let's look at the you know, enhanced brand content. Okay, so good. Like they at least have A+ here, and then they're gonna cross-sell all the other ones. Okay, so my prediction is that you're gonna continue to see Amazon's brands moving up the bestsellers ranks. Obviously in electronics, they own it. In office, they will continue to own it. In sports, who knows? There is more brand equity there, so I don't know about that. Beauty, personal care, and groceries sort of tie one into the same to me. So I think that right here we can see Crave Coffee exclusively on Amazon. So these are brands that are coming exclusive to Amazon through a special program, and then Amazon actually has the right to acquire those brands at some point. It's this new program, I think it's called Marketplace Accelerator Program. It's something like that. So anyway, I think you're going to see more of that. And then beyond that, I think what you're going to see is some of the bigger brands that have been trending for a long time on Amazon that aren't owned by big CPG. I think Amazon's going to come in and acquire those brands. So if we go back to the bestseller list here in grocery, you know, we've got, you know, like RX Bar obviously got scooped up by Kellogg's. That could have been an acquisition target for Amazon. You got Chalk Zero here, which is trending really well. That could be an acquisition target for Amazon. Swerve, you know, so I think at some point they're going to start playing the game and realize, really, there's some brands that have really just built themselves on Amazon. Now, RX Bar would be an exception to that because they were sort of outside of it. But there are brands that are really exclusively on Amazon, which means that Amazon could sort of come in, probably get a decent price on them, and then really ramp things up because they already know the audience. So this is what I'm seeing on the Amazon bestseller list. Obviously, they have a lot of penetration in some categories, not so much in others. Are there other categories you guys want to see? Are there other brands that I'm missing out on here? I would love to hear your thoughts, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.